Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham. Alongside Jim Hardy, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. A-Day coming up this weekend. Obviously, we'll talk about that a little bit. Should be interesting. Not your typical A-Day, but a little new spin on it.
More of a B-Day.
More of a B-Day, yeah. Just be kind of a practice, not a technically kind of a scrimmage like it used to be. But it's the new world order, so we'll roll with it and see how it goes. There'll still be an autograph session. There'll still be a lot of fun activities for the fans. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Run that down a little bit. Some interviews from Jackson Arnold and from Deuce Knight. They both get to speak to the media yesterday. We'll talk about that a little bit, look at some of the things that they said, the excitement around, what's it going to look like. Just getting a chance to at least check out those guys a little bit. I mean, you won't see it in a technically like, leading – an offense one against another, but both of them are the two main guys. They've gotten the lion's share of the snaps during this spring evaluation period, so it should be very interesting to see. It will not be televised on Saturday, but nonetheless, I'm sure we'll at least get to see them in uniform out there. Throwing around in Jordan-Hare Stadium. That should be at least interesting nonetheless. Softball team in action at least yesterday afternoon. Some good, some bad. They'll take on Georgia this weekend at Jane B. Moore Field. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. But kind of leading things off, Ja'Kai Howard. Shocking, Jim. He has entered the transfer portal.
I think you could have saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, probably the least surprising thing that's happened in a while. But Ja'Kai Howard, freshman, at Auburn, obviously had some difficulties with the plane ride and everything to Houston, and never could really get back on track, but he was a top 100 type recruit. Averaged, let's see, what was it? I think he only had 4.2 points, but 86 total minutes that he spent on the court.
Right.
So, I mean, it is what it is. We were all hoping maybe he would come back because he does have a lot of potential, but
I think he's just looking for somewhere to be the showcase guy.
And I'll go ahead and say that just because you enter the transfer portal, people have entered the transfer portal before and end up coming back.
Right.
I don't see that happening this time. But
I think those are sometimes they dip their toe in the water, see how much money they can make.
Yeah.
And if they can't get any better than where they are, then they beg their coach, hey, I got rethought about it. I want to come back.
Yeah.
I think he is because of the surroundings of the things that went on the plane and the way he's participated on the court and where you've had to have multiple conversations with coaches about your attitude. Yeah. I think there's probably a little rift there that once he's in the portal, he's in.
Yeah, I don't see this one as about money.
No.
This is more about fit.
Yes.
And
I think he's as I read an article over the weekend about what we were talking about earlier, the quarterbacks Arnold put in there in his own statement to a question. He said he needed a reset is what he needed.
Yeah.
And this may be Ja'Kai's same thing. Ja'Kai may just need a reset.
Yeah. You think he ends up somewhere in the SEC? You think he ends up?
I don't know. It depends on
outside?
how bad some of these. Obviously, a coach can. There's no question you can watch the tape, as they call it, and see the kid can play basketball. I mean, he's very talented. It is. Can I make that attitude fit into my system? I don't know. If he does, he's a Mississippi State, what I would call a second-tier SEC team, not a first one.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get a phone call from Florida, if that's what you're asking me.
No, well, yeah. Hey, you never know, but there is some element to that. Is a coach willing to invite this into their program?
Correct.
Because
that's the heartbeat of a program is the unity of a basketball team. Those 5 guys are the only people on the floor. You ain't got 11 like football you can make a mistake here and there and it be on the opposite side of the field away from the play. Basketball, everything's right there in front of you.
Yeah.
If he can't be one of the 5, he don't need to be out there.
Well, we'll see. Wish him the best. Certainly hope he has a long and storied career.
Oh, yeah.
But Ja'Kai Howard probably, more than likely, 99% sure probably he will not be part of the Auburn
He'll
basketball
not be a Tiger
program.
this time next year.
Probably not. Chad Baker-Mazara, on the other hand, will he come back? Tahad Pettiford entering his name into the NBA draft. But he's remaining, his eligibility at Auburn. Right now, I thought, ESPN had him at about the 39th player. Mm-hmm. That, if he goes in the first round.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't much more you can do to save him at that point.
No. So
it'd be if he fell into that second, then you could talk money and you might could pay him more at Auburn you could in the NBA and get him to come back.
Yeah.
But I think that's what was surprising to me is they had their little, I call it post-rally when they came back from the Final Four and got in Jordan Hare and all of them talked and said how great the season was and all that. And he literally said on stage, I'm coming back. I want to run this back again was his exact words.
Yeah.
And then the day later, he's going to NBA.
Well, again, you expect them to test the water.
Sure.
I think he has the full intention of coming back. But if he were to get a draft that, for whatever reason, and drafts tend to go crazy every now and then. You got a guy that, goes higher than you think he will or lower than you think he will, like Janai Broome. I think we all thought he was gone last year.
Right.
And he didn't get the grade that he was hoping he was going to get. They said, hey, go work on this. He came back, and I think he did. And he, obviously he shoots the ball from 3 a lot better.
Do you see him a first rounder?
Which one?
Janai.
No.
I don't either.
I think he could play in the NBA, but
right.
I don't.
He's a role player.
Yeah, he's not a star.
He's going to give you that 8 or 10 minutes, 12 minutes off the bench to give the star the break, and then he goes in and kind of fills in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think because of his age, a little wear and tear on him, stuff like that, I agree with you. He's not fixing to go in there and tear the NBA up.
You see Tahad Pettiford as a star in the NBA?
No, I don't.
No. At least not right now?
I wouldn't say forever, but not right now. Because to me, a true NBA guy, like we've talked about looking at a film before, when you're looking at a kid coming from high school to college, well, that D1 player stands out in high school. Mm-hmm. When you're looking at these D1 players, they need to stand out on the floor to be that star in the NBA. And Tahad is playing good basketball, but does he stand out? Did he step up in that game like Walter Clayton Jr. did and just take over?
Yeah, when you compare him with Walter Clayton Jr.
Right.
Walter Clayton Jr. looks like an NBA guy to me.
That's correct. That's a different gear. Yeah.
Now, I think Pettiford could get there.
Yes, with time. Because you've got to consider what's Walter been playing 4 or 5 years now, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that he just looked lax at times, mm-hmm. and I think he's got some learning to do.
Well, I think I think
it would benefit him. It would benefit Auburn. It would benefit all parties.
Oh, sure, yeah.
If he were to come back.
He's physically God-given talent. He's got all the tools in the toolbox. He just needs to spend a little bit more time working with his tools before he goes to the NBA.
Yeah.
I think what they're going to, if they do draft him in that late 1, early 2 round, they're going to go stick him in the G League or somewhere else and say, okay, grow up down there, and then we'll bring you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the G League's in his future if he goes now, for
right.
sure.
Yep.
Okay, 8A this weekend, as I mentioned. They got a schedule out, and again, a lot going on. You got baseball going on this weekend. You got softball going on this weekend. You got tennis going on this weekend. Again, a lot of amenities. Things will kind of get kicked off at 11 o'clock in the morning. Annual alumni flag football game.
Now,
not sure who all is playing in it, but I think we got. Let's go. Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Yeah, guys, I just wanted to kind of correct you on what Pettiford actually said there. What he said was he hopes to come back and run it back, meaning that if he doesn't get drafted in the first round, he would be back to Auburn. It just makes sense for him to come back to Auburn with a NIL versus going to the G League on a two-way contract. And he's already pretty much said that he's not going to go the G League route.
Well, there you go. Mitch, appreciate the info there. Calling from Jasper.
Yes, sir.
All right. You got anything else for us?
Just saying earlier where Keyshawn, I can't think the last name, the center from Mississippi State went in the portal, so maybe he's a guy we can pick up. But, hey, I enjoy you guys' show, and War Eagle.
Yeah, War Eagle. Appreciate it. Yeah, I did see that as well yesterday. A kid from Mississippi State.
Oh, was it Boucher or Bouche something with a B on the end of it? I think he was.
Sounds about right.
Right, yeah. It was a big word. I know that.
A big, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, it's pretty much, kind of what I was thinking about with Tahad, though.
Yeah.
That's what I think I was led to believe that, it was not a definite, but he was definitely going to test the water.
Right.
And hoping to come back.
Sure.
So,
well,
I hope he
when you
comes
start
back
throwing
himself.
hopes out, then that's where that gets you.
That's true. All right, we got to take a break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors. Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Are you looking for a great deal on a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC full-size truck? Check out the Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierras side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. Make the savings drive to Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Keyshawn Murphy, the kid from Mississippi State, got 1 year of eligibility remaining. So that's the one that we were thinking about. Keyshawn Murphy, not to be confused with Keyshawn Hall,
correct?
Who is the kid that's transferring from Central Florida to Auburn. One's Keyshawn with the Y, K-E-Y, Sean. The other one is Keyshawn, no Y, K-E, Sean.
I got to get that right now.
Yeah, there you go. Or maybe just easy Murphy and Hall.
There you go.
Yeah. So there.
Yeah, I was a big Dale Murphy fan back in the day, so I remember Murphy. Okay.
Yeah, that definitely. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 9 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small. Commercial or residential. Give them a call for all of your needs. 334-531-0199. And Sense of Green, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's fresh and clean or cool and clean. Call Sense of Green, 334-487-3555. That is Sense of Green. All right, as I mentioned, Ja'Kai Howard entering the transfer portal. 8A coming up on Saturday. A lot going on. You got, as mentioned, baseball, softball, some other sports going on as well. You got a Tiger Walk at 11:30, starting from the bottom of Donahue Drive by the Wellness Kitchen, parading over to the stadium. You'll have the practice from 12 to 1, and then after that, you'll have about a 90-minute autograph session. Admission is free, so I would imagine it's supposed to be a beautiful day. Mm-hmm. Well, just like today. Today doesn't get much better than today out there, kind of a Chamber of Commerce day. But Jackson Arnold, we got to hear from him for the first time yesterday. Why Auburn? He said, it's nice to feel wanted. Does that give you the impression that he did not feel wanted at Oklahoma.
Well, you know how brutal the SEC is, and at some point, I would imagine Peyton Thorne felt the same way.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't see. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see Peyton Thorne, coming back from being recognized, 10 years from now.
Oh no.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he will.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe we'll feel differently about it by then.
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to have the guys like me and you.
Kid gave us his heart.
Well, he did.
He really.
I give you that.
He put everything he had into it.
Yeah, he's in a bad spot, and a lot of things didn't go his way, and then he was maximizing what abilities he had. Because when you get comments now coming out of the spring that our quarterbacks are throwing the ball like we needed to have been seeing at Auburn, like that kind of tells you that nothing against Peyton. He just wasn't a 5-star quarterback. He was the 3 that everybody thought he was.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, it all sounds good.
Right,
now.
that's correct.
Let's see what it happens.
Put the pads on.
Let's see what
turn
happens.
the lights on, and give us Oklahoma on the field and see what he does against his
real
old teammates.
game action.
Yes.
Yeah. Jackson Arnold said it's nice to feel wanted. He said Auburn coaches mentioned that they have great ball players around me that will help me out, which I think we all, that he's talking about the receiving corps. He's talking about that offensive line that they're bringing in, Xavier Chaplin, Murphy, the others, the bookends on that offensive line. My scheme has always been very similar to what Coach Freeze runs. I know what he expects out of the RPO system and this system in general. It was big because all these plays, I've run them before. They're just called something different. It let me pick up the offense really quick. That's past tense. It let me pick up the offense really quick, as in he's already picked it up.
Right.
I appreciate that. That sounds good. Again, I hope that's. I hope that he has. He is very familiar with it, and that that was part of the problem with last year.
Well, the major problem with last year,
miscommunication.
Well, that's what I was about to get to. The major problem with last year is Hugh's offense is built for you making split-second decisions and anticipating if this corner rolls up, that safety rolls back, looking and seeing things happen before they happen. Peyton had a big problem with anticipation. He would go ahead and lock in and, okay, I'm going to throw right there when this play starts, and it'd come back to bite him. Like in an Oklahoma game, it got him. He'd already made his mind up that defensive line wasn't going to bail and be right there in that throwing window, and he was. He was sitting right there in his face. Jackson, he can tell us all he wants about I've picked up the offense. But it goes back to what you just said 2 minutes ago. I can know that offense all I want to know. I need to know what defenses have done against that offense for the last 2 or 3 years. Yeah. What are coaches trying to do against Hugh Freeze? Are they blitzing a lot? Are they doing this? I want to know what the bad things are in this offense and go ahead and anticipate them. Then I'm ready for them.
Well, he talks about, last year he learned a lot about adversity at Oklahoma. Hardest things I've gone through my entire life. Last year, pretty rough on him. So maybe he's battle tested as well.
Well, and again, we're talking about a 5-star kid, Gatorade All-American. He probably, everybody and his brother when he was in high school wanted to wipe his butt and eat his snot because they thought he was the greatest thing ever. Well, when you go and get humbled, that's a hard thing to deal with if you've always been the star.
Yeah.
We'll
see. All right, got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Call Senza Green.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Only about 30 more minutes left in today's show. Again, thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Great place to get some great food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They've got some daily lunch specials going on each and every day. Go and check those out. Check out their website, steaksandwine.com. That's just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. They also have some Easter specials going on right now. Some beef tenderloin, some pork tenderloin, as well as some vegetables. Tremendous value, and I absolutely guarantee the food will be delicious. So go and check them out one day if you're in the Montgomery or Auburn area. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. All right, Jim, we were talking about Jackson Arnold. You mentioned, and he made reference to the fact of what all he's got around him. He's also got a 5-star guy that is
breathing down his neck.
Breathing down his neck. That's a good way to put it. Deuce Knight, he said, look, let's see. He said it's been big because I'm a guy that I'm a guy that has to go out there and do things, get all these reps, and it's been helping him learn the offense as well. Just to see different looks to everything I'm throwing, just coming up with ways to play faster. So again, he says, it's about being hands-on, and that I think that makes sense for everybody. That's the way I am.
Sure.
Certainly, you experience it, you learn it faster. Just to throw him, right in there in the fire. And,
well, yeah. If you read about throwing a football in a book and then you go throw it, it's two different things.
It's true. Yeah. Look, I mean, he coming, a true freshman. A lot is going to be, not much is going to be expected of him as being a true freshman. But could he possibly? Do you think? Could he win the job?
Well, a cool stat I just heard this morning that Deuce has not thrown one interception the entire spring.
Is that right?
Not one.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, that's what I said, and then the source confirmed it. So I'd like to think if you're putting in that kind of effort against SEC caliber defensive backs, you're doing something right.
I would think, yeah, and I like Auburn's secondary, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So,
So take that for whatever it's worth. If he's thrown none, obviously that ain't against full-on another team with certain blitz packages and all these things. But the accuracy lets you know that it's there for him. Deuce, I think everybody knows with a 5-star kid, he's got the skills.
Yeah.
He's got to put in the mental work.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to read the Hugh Freeze playbook over and over until he kind of drills it in.
How comfortable is he?
How fast can he be a DJ Lagway? Can he just step right in? And if Arnold goes down on game 1 in Baylor and blows his knee out, can we expect Deuce to roll in there and just take over? There you go.
Yeah. Well, you got Ashton Daniels coming from Stanford.
Sure.
In the spring.
But now, here's the thing. He's not here in the spring. You're going to get him in the fall. So he's going to already be behind Deuce on that set.
Yeah.
So could you see a potential roster of Arnold, Jefferson, I can't even think of his name now that's coming in. That kid being second and Deuce being third? Or you
Jackson
can see not Jackson Arnold, the other kid coming in from California.
Ashton Daniels.
Ashton. Okay. Can Ashton be second or third in that lineup?
Right.
Because he's behind the 8 ball already coming in spring ball.
You figure him being a senior and a kid and being at Stanford, he's a smart kid.
Sure.
So he could pick up the offense pretty quick. Hopefully he's learning it. He is one of those guys that's learning it right now.
So
at least learning the playbook, knowing the verbiage.
Since I like numbers a lot, we just had or about to have 15 or finishing up 15 spring practices. Fall, you're going to get about the same, about 20 or so before you actually play a football game. Well, this kid's going to be missed half of his practices coming from Stanford to learn that system. So do you think even missing, just lay it out there and let's just say they're going to have 40 days to practice before they get, spring and fall together, 40 days before you play a football game. And if you cut that number in half, he's missed half of them. Do you think he will be the number 2 in the rotation?
Well, I did until you said that Deuce hadn't thrown an interception.
That's correct.
If he's that physically, if he's that far ahead of where of where I thought he was going to be, or that's the thing that I had heard that he was a little, that he was further ahead than what people thought.
That's what
he was going to be.
Everything that I keep seeing and reading and from the sources I got of talking to him, that's the way the kid's playing. He is playing like he's a sophomore, not like he's a freshman.
Here's another quote from Deuce Knight. He said, I wouldn't say it's been hard. It's been good. I would just say managing my time. I feel like you've got a little more time because I'm not in school for 8 hours a day, and then I practice the next 2. I have a little more time, but it's been good transition. It's all about business, though. That's the kind of attitude that you like. I mean, that's, there's only so much that, physical ability can take you. You got to have the mental aspect of it to come in and do that. And that's a great thing to be able to come in early and get acclimated to.
That's a great word that you just brought up, and I wanted to bring it up at some point, is attitude, chemistry. Can a Deuce Knight come in and all those seniors or people on that offensive line looking at him have faith in him? Can he basically, as they call it, dominate the room? When he comes into that huddle, do they believe a freshman? That's the hurdles to me he's got to jump, is the mental hurdles of show. And even Arnold is up against this, Jackson is, of getting his team's chemistry on him and going, okay, we believe Jackson can get us where we need to go.
Yeah, you'd often heard, people say that, Hugh Freeze's got a big decision to make as far as what quarterback he's going to go with. But I don't know if it was Tommy Tuberville, somebody, or if it was Hugh Freeze that said something. A lot of times the team will make the decision.
That's correct. Well, and that's what I've always said. I've coached a lot of ball over the years in high school, and I always said that very thing to my kids. I said, you tell me who the best running back is. If you can't tell me, then we all got a problem.
Yeah.
Everybody, when you walk out on that field on Friday night, should know who the best quarterback is on this football team. That's why I'm saying that chemistry, that attitude, that coming from Jackson or from Deuce, whoever it is, those 11 guys on offense got to believe he can get them there.
Coach Freeze, he likes to take a lot of shots. I feel like I have the arm to do that. And Coach Freeze likes to let his quarterbacks play free, and he likes his quarterback to have a lot of confidence. And I feel like I have those. If you don't have confidence in yourself, ain't nobody going to have confidence in you.
There you go.
That's for sure. Got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin.
comfort for life.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Again, Deuce Knight and Jackson Arnold speaking for the first time. At least getting an in-depth listen to what they had to say. Looking forward to seeing them, in a practice type situation where at least you get to watch them for an hour.
And that was a question I was about to have for you, and I guess for everybody else out there listening as well. As a fan of all these years of having a regular A-Day and ones on ones, twos on twos, that kind of scrimmage, what do you feel about this Saturday? Is it just a glorified, we're just going to get to see them on the hoof? Like you're not really going to, they're obviously not going to run a bunch of unique plays or something that you're going to get some bonus out of. So what do you feel about, are you feel like you're let down for Saturday is what I'm getting at?
Not really. I never was big on A-Day anyway.
Okay.
I think it's probably one of the more overrated things.
Okay.
But it not being on TV, that's a little disappointing.
Sure.
To me, but that's kind of the whole point, of showing off your players and other jackals coming to try to, pilfer them. So, are you plan on going or
no?
Me either. Go down there and watch a scrimmage or go down there and watch a practice.
Yeah, because it looks like it's going to be an hour long. And typically in those hour-long situations, there's more of just running drills, throwing a few passes. They'll probably play some 7-on-7 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let you see the basics. They're not going to let you see who the possible starting five is on the offensive line.
I'm sure that, somebody will have some coverage of it. So
yeah,
I'll just let it.
I'm sure our buddy Jason will do a great job covering it.
Oh, I have no doubt.
Yeah. I just didn't know if you were going to be disappointed.
No,
as a fan.
I'm not. Now
fans.
How about
fans that have spent their money, because let's just say your everyday fan can't go pay $100 to go to the regular ball games.
Yeah.
A-Day was their day to take their kids and their grandkids and people to go see the ball players.
Well, we'll see if it remains like this. Is this a one-year type deal where it's, they decide, okay, it didn't work this way, or we liked it when it worked better the other way. So,
well, I'm thinking I'm not thinking. I'm liking Dion's idea of we bring in another team.
Yeah, I think
that would be fun.
That would be.
Do it like they call it in NFL, the OTA type stuff, where I don't know, not somebody you're going to play in conference, but bring in a Troy, or Alabama State or somebody like that, and run drills against them and do defensive drills and offensive drills, and I think you could bring some fans in doing that.
Yeah,
and enjoy seeing
it. That definitely would be you might sell out a whole stadium if you're going to come in and do
especially
something
because
like
we've
that.
always wanted it as I say I have liked it as fans to get your interstate games involved. Like Auburn, Alabama need to play some UABs, play some Troys, play some people that everybody can stay at home and make the money at home. Because those Troy programs need the money just like them Southwest Louisiana we bring in from way across the country. Let's go get us a UAB and bring them down here and pay them a little money, and everybody wins.
Yeah, well, Auburn has played a team from Alabama for the last 4 or 5 years.
That's what I'm saying.
At least.
I'm just saying for the spring.
During the season.
I'm saying the spring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, but I'm just saying for the spring, bring in a Troy.
Yeah.
That keeps everybody in the state and everybody's excited.
Sure.
Yeah.
Last night or yesterday afternoon, Auburn played a doubleheader at Jane B. Moore Field with UAB. They won the first one 6-1, lost the second one 4-3. So continuing to kind of drop a game that maybe they shouldn't. This Auburn softball team, they'll take on the number 18 team in the country, Georgia, this weekend.
Yeah, the major concern there is that conference record. That's scary.
Well, first 2 wins of the year.
Right.
Last week.
Right.
Last weekend with Kentucky.
Now, does that momentum get you rolling and you start picking up more of them?
I thought, maybe coming into this, midweek, but we'll find out against Georgia.
Yeah.
Because you get them at home. Auburn has definitely struggled this year. They started out this conference season 0-12, but got those first 2 wins last weekend. Won the series against Kentucky. That was really, really encouraging. Can they maintain that in the second half? They're gonna have to play. I think they got Tennessee coming up. So they got some really difficult matchups coming up here shortly. So we'll see. The Masters going on right now.
Who's leading?
Phil Mickelson is +3 through 12. Let's see. Scotty Scheffler, no surprise, is 3 under through 11 holes in leading. There are 3 tied at 3.
Okay.
Tom Hatton, Scotty Scheffler, and Justin Rose.
3 at 3 under.
Yeah, there you go. So, lot still to be played, but everybody loves.
And what is that? 72 holes, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
4 rounds, 18 holes apiece.
That's those guys that jump out there on day one usually don't make it all the way to 72.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Again, the Masters going on right now. Always look forward to that each and every year, just kind of kicking things off. Looks like the weather's actually going to be lovely this go around. Got the rain out of the way. So that's a good thing for sure. A-Day this weekend. Looking forward to that. Are you headed down to the Plains to watch that, to take care of that and get those autographs? This, usually they have an autograph session in August. When they kind of, I think, during the middle of practice. But
they kind of bring them out separately for a day of autographs.
But I don't think they're going to do that this year. This is going to serve. Yeah. This is going to serve.
Well, see,
for
that was another question I had: how fans were going to accept this. Because if I went and sat in the stadium, for an hour of practice, well, then what I've read on the notes wise, players are going to take a break for like an hour and a half and change, come back, and then have another hour and a half session of signing autographs. Right. So what is a fan going to do for an hour and a half? Just sit in the stadium and wait for them to come back?
I'm sure they'll have something for them to do, probably.
Just logistics, but this is just me talking out loud. How about if we let our kids do their 12-to-1 practice, but then from that gap from 1 to 2 while they're gone to go shower and change and all that, why don't you have your alumni game then, so you're not have all that dead space in there?
Right.
And what you brought up, I'd love to know who's on the alumni list. I'd have released the heck out of that. I'd have been promoting it. I'd have said Bo's here, Jason Campbell's here, Ronnie Brown's here, Andy Graham's here. I mean, I'd have put them all out there.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been.
Because I promise you, if I'm a kid
smart.
And a dad that's been following Auburn forever, if Jason Campbell or Ronnie Brown or some of them guys are going to be, I'd love to come watch them play.
I imagine Jason Campbell, Ronnie Brown would probably
100%. Since they're already in the area doing that, yeah, they're some of the guys.
Now,
but I don't think he'd take a phone call. I bet you.
Will Herring?
Yes. Cole Kublik, I bet he shows up, being a name he is.
Maybe so.
That's what I'd love to see is the names of who's going to be in this alumni game.
Yeah. All right. Flag football.
Yeah. And let those guys sign autographs. You know?
Why not?
I'd love to have Jason's autograph.
Why not?
Yeah. Andy Graham's, everybody wants that.
Nobody wants that. Nobody. All right. It is the 10th of April. On this day, happy birthday, Harry Morgan, Colonel Potter from MASH.
Okay, yep.
Also from Dragnet, if you prefer.
Yeah, no. My daddy watched so much MASH, I got tired of watching it.
Yeah.
Hot Lips and what was her name? Yeah, Hot Lips. That's her name.
Hot Lips, Houlihan.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hawkeye, BJ.
Yep.
Yeah. How about Chuck Connors, the rifleman?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not to be confused with Chuck Person. But his mother did name him after Chuck Connors.
Oh, he did?
Because she was a big rifleman fan. I think that's correct.
Okay.
But he actually, actor and tremendous role in Airplane and Airplane 2, The Sarge. But played professional basketball and baseball.
Wow.
Was an actor. Chuck Connors, the rifleman.
Pretty good athlete.
Junior Samples from Hee Haw.
Oh, yeah?
You were a big Hee Haw fan.
Not so much.
Not so much. I used to watch that all the time. Born on this day, 1926. How about Max von Sydow? Max von Sydow.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No. He was in The Exorcist.
Okay. That's why it doesn't ring a bell.
Well, born on this day, 1929. My favorite role, he was in Strange Brew. You never seen that, have you?
No.
It's a great movie.
That's a new one.
Great movie. Not the new one.
I need to go look that one up.
Yeah. Max von Sydow also played the devil in Needful Things.
Okay.
Yeah. Stephen King movie. Yeah. Omar Sharif, born on this day, 1932. It was in Lawrence of Arabia. No. Also, Top Secret. Another hilarious.
I can follow you on that.
Another hilarious role for him. John Madden, born on this day, 1936. Passed in 2021.
He has been duplicated or replicated so many times, it's ridiculous. All these people out there that are trying to talk like him. And imagine how much royalties he gets off of that football game. You know, being Madden football.
Somebody's getting.
His family somewhere is making some monies.
I don't know.
If they didn't, they were done when they put that contract together.
I don't even know if he had children. Maybe he did. I'm not sure he did.
I bet he did. Surely.
Maybe he did. Dandy Don Meredith, born on this day, 1938. Turn out the lights. The party's over. Great host on Monday Night Football. Ken Griffey Sr., not junior, but senior, born on this day, 1950. Pops Griffey. Steven Seagal.
Oh, yeah.
Born on this day, 1951.
A lot of action movies.
Yeah. But Steven Seagal, 74 years old.
Goodness.
Wow. Can that be right?
I hope not, because that makes me and you old.
Yes, yeah, it does. But Ken Griffey, Steven Seagal, born on this day, 1951. Good favorite between Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and let's see who would be those fight movies. I guess Chuck Norris. Maybe.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris probably got to be the greatest one.
I would say that I like the Jean-Claude, the more the blood sports stuff like that. I liked his.
I'd kind of have to go with you there myself.
Yeah.
Orlando Jones. Have you ever The Replacements?
Oh, yeah.
He was the wide receiver that couldn't catch.
Oh, okay.
From Toolmansville, Alabama.
I did not know
I
that.
don't. Where's Toolmansville? Do you know?
No idea.
Never heard of it. But yeah, and Haley Joel Osment. He sees dead people.
Okay. We'll leave it there.
Born on this day, 1988. The Sixth Sense, man. You ever? No. No.
You're getting too.
You're not a big
these creepy movies.
You're not a big movie. Yeah.
No, I like movies.
It's gonna wrap it up.
Not the ones that scare me, you know.
It's gonna wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.